Right now, I'm going to start very shortly on dealing with the stag. He's a few flies on him. Surprisingly enough, it gets cold like overnight, and the days are fine. It's the middle of winter, but that's where he's going. That's our cool room. It's got hooks and gambles and whatever, and that'll be a real asset to keeping the meat from spoiling. Save as much as we can, because you really do owe it to any animal you shoot, particularly game animals, to take as much as you possibly can. And really, with the bike and being able to, or with the quad I should say, being able to bring the animal out whole is definitely beneficial in being able to take as much from the animal as we can. So it's the situations that you take the cape and you don't get full skin, you only get half the skin, but unless you want to take a back, what they call a back skin or back cape. But in this instance, I'm not sure what to do with that, but definitely we'll be taking the meat, as much meat as possible. He's taken some hits, this guy. He's got some scars here from fighting, and you probably, if you're familiar with axis deer or Chital deer, you'll know that they're one of the most aggressive of the deer species, and quite frequently after the rut, during the rut, they'll have many points broken off their beams, off their brow tines, off their inners, and because the soil is not particularly good out here for growing out large antlers, then we find that there'll always be something a bit weak on them, particularly when there's not a lot of feed around. But at the moment there's a bit of feed about, and he had a full belly, and the contents of the gut will be taken and will be given to someone who is a lot more clued up on the sort of thing than I am, and identify the plant species. And all this ties in with game management of deer and deer herds, or for any game animal that's hunted like in a trophy capacity. So that the jaw will also be taken, and the deer will be aged, and all this data is collated and helps us with our overall game management. So there we have it. Time to get busy. I'll wait for my mate to come over. He's going to get a few photos, and